Hi, today I'm going to show you how to make some succulent indoor container gardens. First, I'm going to show you some of our really beautiful handmade pottery. It has a hole in the bottom, and to prevent soil from coming through the hole, we add a little window mesh screen. Okay, put that in the bottom, but it allows the water to drain. So next, I'm going to add some soil. You always add a little bit of soil in the bottom. Again, just gauge it, see how much soil that you might need. You might need to take some out. So I'm going to add about halfway, okay? Now this is a really beautiful Sansevieria Fernwood. This is great for someone who needs for something for indoors, has limited space, that's easy to care for, and also is just great for purifying the air. Sansevierias are known for purifying the air, and you see that in offices, and a lot of people have this inside their homes. So first you just simply squeeze the pot very gently, and you just carefully pull it out to the side. You can also cut the container. So it has plenty of roots here. We're gonna just simply put that, as you see here, right in the center. Now Sansevierias can actually grow relatively fast, so I'm not gonna add anything else to this container. I'm just gonna simply put the Sansevieria in the center, and I'm just adding more soil. Okay. Now after you add your soil, press it down, and I'm going to show you some different kinds of top dressing that will really finish off this really beautiful succulent container. You can do purple garnet, that would make really pretty and elegant. My favorite, white coral. I also have some really pretty jade rock that I had left over, so I'm going to use the jade rock right now and see how that looks. Okay. And I think that's a nice look. It gives you a nice fresh look that's great for someone who wants a little bit of color, helps the plant stand out as well. Now I normally also have a little paintbrush that I use to clean up the rest of the plant. I'll do that after the video, but that's what you want to do. I'm going to use my fingers right now, but you see some soil that's inside the plant. You just want to clean it off very gently, and then it'll be a nice finished look. And I think that's a really pretty succulent that you can put indoors with a really beautiful handmade pot. These don't actually come with saucers, but you can actually put a dish underneath, or find a plastic saucer in any of the garden centers. Okay. Now Sansevierias like to be watered at least once a week outdoors, and if it's indoors, about once every 2 weeks, and make sure it drains fully through the bottom of the hole. You can put this near a bright, well-ventilated window, or it can be further away from the window. It doesn't need full sun, so this is a great indoor succulent. The second one I'm going to show you is actually an indoor arrangement. This is actually another handmade pot. It's made by the same potter. I always, again, add a screen to the bottom of the hole. And I'm going to put all these really pretty indoor succulents. I always go for shades of green. Okay, dark green, light green. This is another kind of shade of green, a little bluish green. This is also great for indoors as well. So we're going to make a little arrangement. I love this one here. This is known as a Haworthia zebra plant, one of the most hardy succulents for indoors. So let's start planting. Again, always add soil on the bottom, just a little bit of soil to sort of set it off. Now I'm going to put this possibly in the center, or I might move it to the edge. It's not a very big pot, so I only may have to put 3 succulents. Again, 3 is a good number. I always aim for odd numbers, again, as I said in another video, because odd numbers help give you, it creates more appeal, as well as directs the eye to look all the way around the container. Another really very healthy and easy to care for succulent and hardy one is the variegated elephant bush. I'm going to put that, it really doesn't matter where you put it, since it's a round pot. I'm only putting 3, so I'm going to put that on the other side. And this last one I'm going to put, since I only want to put 3, I'm going to put the whole thing, is the Senecio jacobsenii. This is a trailing succulent when it's mature, very easy to care for, great for indoors or outdoors. So always loosen the soil before you add it to your arrangement or to your pot. Dig a little hole and then simply place that into the container. And then all I'm doing now is just adding more soil around it. It's really important to use the right succulent mix because that helps the plant live longer, it thrives really well, creates new growth, it helps with root development, and prevents root loss. You want to use the right kind of soil. Don't use any soil that has any peat moss. That again creates too much moisture and is too acidic for succulents. So this is really a nice arrangement here already with just 3 beautiful succulents. That's great for indoors. Now I'm going to add my top dressing. Since I've already used the jade and I use a white coral in another video, I'm going to now use the purple garnet. You can use whatever colors that you like that fits your decor. There's no actual right or wrong answer to this, but it does help if you know what your decor looks like and what you're aiming for. But I'm going to go with the purple garnet here, and I think that looks really pretty. A nice, elegant look, simple as well. And just keep adding a little more rocks around it. And as I said before, it really helps when the soil is dry. Not completely dry, but not completely wet or moist, because it helps when you're planting your arrangements. So, as I said before, these are really great indoor succulent containers that you can put indoors, either in your window, or can be given indirect light. You water about once or twice a month indoors. And if it's outdoors, you happen to want to keep it outdoors, that's fine. You just water that once a week. Well, thank you for watching.